Ladies and gentlemen, Exos and Awoken, today's video is going to be godly. And I know you're probably watching this, and for the people that know me best would say, Legend, you just made a video on the Messenger last week. And while I did, this is different. Different because we had no idea that the flawless reward this week was going to be the Messenger. That's right, we got the Adept Messenger this week. And, I liked the Messenger last week whenever I tried it out. It was great, and I said that it might be one of my favorite pulse rifles. I still like my adaptive frames, don't get me wrong, but it just felt good. This one feels second to none, and I mean none. Like, Redrex's Claymore, Redrex's Broadsword, those were great weapons. This is better than great. So what makes this different than the last Messenger that I had? Well, what I was using last week was using Moving Target in Desperado, and we went over Desperado and how they changed it and fixed it up a bit, and how it turns this weapon from a 340 RPM down to up to a 540 RPM. But it's still a high impact, so you're getting all of that damage, and you're getting a faster fire rate out of it. So it just equals better. Well, what makes this one better is I actually have what I'm going to consider a 9 out of 10 God roll, and that being it has Desperado, but it also has Rapid Hit. And Rapid Hit, of course, landing precision hits increases stability and reload speed temporarily. So stability on a high-impact pulse rifle is very helpful. And you can see that in this video. And whenever you add that, Rapid Hit is basically a better outlaw, is all it is. Or a better feeding frenzy, because you get the addition of the stability increase as well as the faster reload speed. So pairing that up with Desperado it's so good. And the other thing about this roll, one thing I said last week was that I really liked that it had the accurized rounds for the increase to range on the other roll that I was using. And I said that maybe I would try the high cal rounds because, I didn't know if it was going to be very effective since this is already a high impact weapon and it has pseudo high cal rounds. Yeah, I was wrong. I was very wrong. This roll has high cal rounds on it. And it's so good. Whenever somebody is getting hit by that much damage and they're getting hit that fast and they're getting hit by the high cal rounds that just make them flinch, what you see happening is they cannot shoot me. And they're trying, but they can't. Now, let's actually go over this roll, the breakdown. It came with fluted barrel, which I can change out with polygonal rifling, which just adds stability. I chose to go with the fluted barrel on it, just because that does help the handling just a little bit. But also it has the high cal rounds, it has extended mag, and again, I clearly chose high cal rounds for reasons. But yeah, then Rapid Hit and Desperado. Now, this also came with a stability masterwork. And the reason I think I like this more is because being an Adept, I tried out both the Adept range and the Adept stability. And while the Adept stability was great, I think I found it a little unnecessary since this does have a stability masterwork, and this also has it's also got the rapid hit on it. So that increases the stability so long as I'm landing my precision hits, and it's really easy to do with this weapon. Now, while this is, as I said, a 9 out of 10 God roll, turning in tokens after playing Trials this week, before it got disabled and all, I did manage to get what is an actual 10 out of 10 God roll, I think, but just a regular Messenger. Not an Adept one, but a regular one. This roll came with small bore, ricochet rounds, Rapid Hit, and Desperado. And the reload speed masterwork it's okay. Of course, I'd rather have range or stability, but I'll take the reload speed. The other perks are great. And then also, slapped a counterbalance mod on there just because that brings up the recoil direction to a 75, which is a crisp vertical with just a slight, it's just the hitbox is just a little bit bigger. All in all, though, I think the Adept one is just going to be it's just going to be on a different level, just because it has the high cal rounds. Again, the pairing of high damage with high fire rate, high stability, with high flinch, that equals a great weapon. Not a good weapon, but a great weapon. And another thing that does is it's going to allow you to engage multiple combatants at one time. And here's my suggestion for you guys. I'm going to suggest that you pair this with the Swift Charge mod, which allows you to become charged with light by rapidly defeating combatants. That does work, of course, in Crucible, and it works really well with this weapon right here. And you're also going to want to pair that with high energy fire. And you can also pair that with taking charge, just so that you can get a charge to life by picking up an orb. Again, this thing's masterwork. You're going to be dropping people like crazy in a very fast, very quick amount of time. So you will be creating orbs of light. You will consistently stay charged with light if you have Swift Charge on, and that combined with high energy fire is going to put your damage output like crazy. And I'm talking about potentially one bursting if you get the headshot. That to say, it's just so forgiving, because you do so much damage on your first burst that the second burst is you don't have to hit all headshots. It's just really consistent. And I haven't used a pulse rifle this consistent in Destiny 2. And again, I was saying before that the adaptive frames were kind of my favorite. Yeah, no, that's out the door. This is my favorite pulse rifle, hands down, at this point in time. There's no comparison. I can't pick anything else. Like, I can't do it reasonably. There's just no way. Just the amount of DPS that you put out and the amount of people you're able to deal with at a time, it's crazy. So it sucks, guys. I know they disabled trials this weekend, so you won't be able to go for it, but next time it's around, I suggest you try it. I know it can be kind of a slag, but just remember, we are having some trials changes coming very shortly. Just next season, that's right around the corner, guys. And it's going to make it better. We're going to have more people playing with people on Xbox, and it's going to be a good time, I really think so. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Like it, subscribe, and Godspeed, my friends.